Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Knife of Dunwall Master Assassin difficulty video walkthrough. This is the second part to Eminent Domain, the second mission of the DLC. And if you follow this video, you will get the 0 kills, 0 alerts, and low chaos achievements throughout the game. This is the easier section, I believe, of the video, because once you get here, it does get a little bit more finicky as far as the AI goes, but after a lot of deliberating and mistakes and retryings and reruns, I managed to get one that worked. And you need to be saving after every success, after every victory save, because you don't want to have to wait and spend the time achieving that victory again. Because once it's already been confirmed that it's the way you need it to be, save, because it saves so much time. I can't even express how heavily edited these videos are because of how much I save. I'm a very conscientious saver. I do it a lot, and it just makes it easier. So when you watch this video, you might think and look, oh wow, that looked easy, how come this didn't happen, how come that didn't happen? Well, chances are it did, several times. You just don't see that part of the guide. And that is one of the diminishing returns in walkthroughs, if you've ever made one, is the fact that the people only see the success, they don't see the struggle, unless, you know, it's a live playthrough that somebody says is a walkthrough where they show you themselves dying. But that isn't a walkthrough, guys, that's a live playthrough, and that is the difference, that's the distinction. So what we're waiting for here is I'm waiting for him to turn around so I can go in this room. I don't know if you need to, but I get the feeling that on this difficulty he would have seen me. So it's just one of those things where I'm trusting my judgment, mainly because I don't want to mess up. So he turns around, I blink over into this room. The room in here is going to give me the item that allows us to mess this building up. And if you read the notes, one of the notes is going to mention that they were going to do an attack on it. And it involved, I think, plague-ridden body getting put into the ventilation duct, which is the exact same thing we're going to do. And I believe to do this, you need to be here. So there it is. There's the optional one there. And I think it leads to the non-lethal variant. So that's why I'm doing it. But as soon as we get to the Timsh estate, which is where we are, the law officers, open this door and wait. You need to know where the guys are. There are people patrolling this area all over the place. I take a risk here and a gamble, so I lean around, can't see anybody here. There's people to your left, there's a bunch of them. But if you blink to the in-between parts where the pillars are, like here, you shouldn't get seen. And you should, once your mana comes back, be able to leapfrog, putting that wall between you and the person that can look for you. But the two things I need to really stress here are the placement of the guards, which, because I've got here early before a lot of things have triggered, I don't think they're fully dispersed and gone on their paths. So if you're wondering why you have a guard there and I don't, is merely because of the AI pathing and the timing that I've got here. I get to the top of these stairs, I do the tilt, and some guy sees me, so instead I back up and I get on top of the doors. This might be a kind of Cavalier Batman technique, but it's super effective. I can't begin to tell you how useful it is. Any kind of height is going to give you so much immunity, it makes this game so much easier. But right now what we're doing is, as you can see with the subtitles, there seems to be a couple of people talking, and I'm waiting for him to leave. So here he comes. As soon as he passes, I'm going to blink past him, or I'm going to try and blink past him, or drop down, and then I'm going to go up, and we're going to move towards the doorway of where the target is. So on my first playthrough of this DLC, I managed to get here by following the target. So I was able to steal his key on the way to this area. It didn't work on my recording run, so instead I had to get in there, which involves this. Getting on top of the chandelier, dropping into the ground when both the guards aren't looking, and then looking for the dude. So at this moment in time, this is me kind of wondering why he's not in this room, but at the same time, exploiting the fact that I've never really looked in this room. So I'm going to grab some stuff, I'm going to talk to the speaking statue, which I don't really understand. And then what I do is I was tempted to climb on top of here and wait for him, because this is kind of high, and I was hoping he would come in so I could assassinate him. He might come in here if you wait long enough, but I did not have the patience to wait long enough. So instead, after climbing up there, I speak to this, I skip the cutscene, and then I'm going to move into the bedroom to the right of this room to take out the target. But this is when things get super tricky. So once your minions finish talking, always crouch. Make sure you crouch. If you're not crouched, you're getting spotted. It is literally that fine of a line. We know there's that guard there. We know there's a guard to our left, and potentially one more wandering around. So I'm checking my objectives at this moment in time, because you can tell I'm in a bit of a bind. No idea what's going on. So I know he's in the other room. I'm just kind of wasting time at that point, trying to salvage this. So that guard has moved. Oh, he's moved there. So he turns around. I risk going out, check the left-hand side, see where the other dude is. Can't see him. Open this door. Immediately blink up onto the fireplace. Remember, when you hold blink, you freeze time, so you're in no rush at that point. You are absolutely safe. And what happens here is this guy's going to talk for ages. He's going to walk around this room for ages. He's going to talk for ages. I sat up here for a very long time trying to see what the different outcomes would be. And the strategy I ended up getting from this was, as soon as he starts moving out of the office, there's a moment where the maid has her back to you and he has his back to you, so you can drop down between them, steal the key off his belt, and then all you need to do then is go into the basement. Because to get the no kill achievement, you cannot kill this guy. Even the targets cannot be killed. You have to subvert them in an interesting way. And the way we're doing is a pretty good one, so it should be fun. But like I've mentioned, I'm going to be sat up here for a while because this is just how it seemed to happen. And I will no doubt get comments of people telling me that their experiences were different to this, because that's one of the cool things about this game. Everybody's probably going to do this in a slightly different manner, unless you're copying everything I do in this video, you know, ad nauseum, just completely verbatim. I think that is the Latin for repeating it word for word. But yeah, just chilling out while the barrister chats up a maid. He's trying to get her to stay the night, and she's super uncomfortable about it. So it's that great moment of it's giving you the complexity of the character and showing that he's lecherous, and it's making it more mature for the adults. Trying to break the illusion that video games are for children, because video games are for people of all ages. It's just they were marketed heavily towards the inception of their lifespan towards children, and then they got associated with it, and unfortunately it can be very difficult to break those social perceptions. But it looks like he's finished. I think you're off duty for now, so he's walking away, he's getting his chat on. We're still sat up here waiting for him to do something. See, this video would be significantly shorter if I could have found a way to dictate where he goes, but the AI does seem to be quite detailed. Like, I could have probably tranked her and then dropped down and stole his key, but that wouldn't help because he probably noticed. So just keep on being patient, guys. You'll see the rest of this in the final part of the level. So thank you for watching, and you take care now.